Geeks like us.
Welcome
Geeks
back.
like us with no R.
Week 10.
Yep. Last comic to review for the week, right?
Yeah, what is it, Nate? Do you know?
Action Comics.
Number 866? Yes.
For those of you that don't know what Action Comics
There's
is,
this guy
it's Superman.
He's in blue spandex. And
Yeah.
orange or red.
If you've watched all the other episodes or
Colorblind?
parts of this episode that we've put on this week, and I've promised you, I'm thinking at least 3 of them, that the comics get better as we go on towards the end.
This is the
This is
culmination.
it! Woo! This comic was very, very good on all levels. Art, story, I'm hooked already. I'm glad to see Brainiac's back, although I don't know how they're going to use this Brainiac because it's very different so far from the other ones I've read. But I'm definitely interested. Definitely worth picking up. Whether you're a DC fan or not, pick it up, and I'll let Charlie take it from there because he's going to reaffirm what I said.
This is the 4th DC comic in the last few weeks that I've strongly considered having Mike put in my box. I've thought about picking this up. I liked it. I liked what went on with it. I don't know much about the whole Brainiac backstory. I know the gist, you know.
And actually, I got a feeling we're going to go into that. I think I got.
I've got the general gist of it, but something like towards the end of the comic, something they threw in there, and even Mike asked about this, and all I can guess is, you see basically this alien of some kind, doesn't look like some machine, it's just, you know, alien kind of chilling there. It says beginning attempt 242 or something like that, and it's kind of like, okay, maybe Brainiac isn't so much a thing of his own as much as it's something that's being controlled by somebody.
Was he really just sitting there? I thought he was kind of like jacked into the ship.
Yeah, he was jacked into the ship.
He was hooked up to something, but he seemed very lifeless. Like,
yeah,
I don't know.
I thought that's what I thought too. Like
maybe this is what's pulling the strings behind Brainiac. This is the real Brainiac.
Yeah,
this
it
is
very well could be. I don't know.
Bam.
That's why I'm interested to see what happens next.
I liked it. I was very, very tempted to pick it up. The only reason I didn't is because I've got to go ahead and let a couple comics that I have been reading that just kind of fell by the wayside. I got to let them run out. I got a budget to worry about. And then I very well might start picking this up. Nathan said he's going to get the next issue. I'll probably thumb through his, and that might be my deciding thing.
I used to read Superman a long time ago, a few years ago, and I liked it then, and I got out of it for a while. There's some of the storylines I'm like, I just don't care anymore, blah, blah. We reviewed Superman a couple weeks ago, and I loved it. I thought it was fantastic. And now I'm probably going to jump on Action Comics, another Superman title. And usually, with multiple titles about the same character, I usually just read one because the other ones are just okay. So far, both, especially this one, are fantastic. It's worth reading both. Just pick it up. Pick it up. Definitely worth the time.
I have one question for you guys. What was going on in that meeting with everybody at the paper? Why were they all gathered together? Because I was reading at 2 different times. I got interrupted, and I didn't know. Like, they sat down all together.
Yeah.
And then
new staff member.
Nothing happened.
New staff member.
Oh, okay. Was that what it was?
The blonde.
The blonde with the
Limbo. Exactly. The one that was trying to hit on Clark and didn't.
The one that had her chest pouring out of her shirt like a faucet.
Yeah, she had LASIK.
Yeah, I went back. I was at.
Did you see what it had done to my eyes?
Yeah, it was pretty blatant and pretty bad.
Yeah, it was.
No, I was at the mall earlier today, and I looked at a comic book rack at a store there, and there was the issue from before this one, and I saw where she came from. She was originally in L.A., and I guess I don't know if she was part of the newspaper before, but they either hired her for the first time or hired her back, one or the other.
I think so.
And that's what the meeting was about.
Her name sounds very familiar.
Coming back to this universe or not this universe, but this
LA is in a new different universe.
From LA to Metropolis.
Her trying to mac on Clark Kent and just getting completely shut down, and you're not human.
Yes. Correction,
I
not
say,
universe.
Kryptonians have an amazing willpower. Holy cow.
Well, and here's the thing.
It'd be great if he'd have palmed her face clean to the wall.
He wouldn't do that.
Yeah, but it'd be great.
Well, as much as I like this comic, I love where the story was coming from, and the art was really good. The best thing I loved about the art was the characters were drawn like Christopher Reeves and
that was
Margot Kidder, right?
They were drawn as the classic.
I was like, I'm watching a movie. This was great. I loved it.
Gary Frank's been doing that since the beginning.
And like I said, I haven't read Action Comics for a while.
That's the first thing I noticed when I was reading it. I turned to Mike and I'm like, is it just me, or does that look like Christopher Reeves? And he's like, they've been doing that. And I'm like, it's amazing, the facial expressions, mannerisms, things portrayed in comic book form.
Kudos on the storyline and where it's going. I'm loving it. The artist, you're a genius.
I also want to see what's up with all the bottled cities.
Yeah, okay.
Tons of them.
This is my thing. I'm pretty sure. I mean, just read through the comic once, and it was really fast read.
That was General Zod in the beginning, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
35 years ago.
Portrayed much more like a good guy.
Yes. Also, it seems like there could be some more Kryptonians living.
Dun, dun, dun.
And if that's
basically
true,
it looks like kind of the Brainiac thing's coming down, capturing cities, and you see General Zod and some of his people there, like they're trying to prevent this whole thing. They fail, but it's everything else I've seen with General Zod before is like kneel before Zod, and this is more like oh God, my people, what's going on? I'm trying to stop it. He seemed like a good guy.
Yeah. So if you want to see where the bottled city of Kandor came from,
check
this out. This is
probably where it came
from. Shows us.
And I've probably said it a couple times already, but if you're not a Superman fan, honestly, pick this up. You might be. You might be. He has said.
If you're not a Superman fan, pick this up. You might be.
You might be a Superman fan. That's what I'm trying to say. Because Charlie,
if you've got a car out in your backyard on cinder blocks, you might be a Superman fan. What?
No, just listen.
How does that work?
Charlie, in one of our reviews, said Superman's Boy Scout. I hate him, can't stand him. Now he's like, I think this is really good. So if we can convince a hardcore Marvel fan,
I think
that hated Superman to like him and want to pick up not two of his lines, at least one of his lines to read constantly.
Trinity.
It's not his line alone, though. I'm just talking a soul story by himself. That's saying something.
So what he's trying to say is, if you're not a Superman fan, try this out, and you might change your mind.
That's what I'm saying.
Not you might be one.
So
you might become one.
To quote Nathan from a previous review, if it's your cup of tea, pick it up. You might like it.
Drink it. Drink it all in.
I think. Very good. Don't you mean Kool-Aid?
Yeah, same thing.
Okay.
Good enough. Good comic though. I loved it.
So give it a shot.
Yes.
You might enjoy it. You might find out. Yeah, you do like Superman. Yeah. It's not so bad.
I say it's reaffirmed my faith in Superman overall. I like it.
So
the usual, the website, the comments.
Check us out every
all
week.
the good fun stuff.
YouTube, MySpace, ParadiseHobbies.com.
The store.
And you might wonder, why have we been crabbing throughout these reviews about we're here late? Why are we have jobs? We get up at 6 in the morning, go to our jobs, and why are we in this comic shop after dark? What is going on?
Check out the last part of this week's review. It is special.
It's incredible, I'll even say.
It's special. Ah. It's incredible, and it could be green.
And big
and scary, and probably is going to do really well at the box office this week.
Hopefully it won't smash.
If you haven't figured it out yet, you probably need to go back to school. Anyway, so check us out here in a little bit, and we're going to have a special review yet again.
Yeah, you'll want to check us out, because if you don't, it'll make me angry. Or hungry.
And you don't like Mike when he's angry. He's scary. Hungry. He gets 2 inches taller.
And he grows a chin.
And with that...
Yay, no editing. I love it.
We'll be back. See you then.